Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a while, but Boy for Life underscore 1992 is back at the FIFA streaming. It's been a while. The World Cup's been on, and the game FIFA has been continuously under par. World Cup mode is good. I did enjoy that. I never got that World Cup win with Scotland, mind you. But of course, everything Scotland-wise must come to a sad end, and everlasting happiness is not something that we can enjoy quite like France, who won the World Cup yesterday against Croatia. Massive congratulations to them. They were the team I actually thought would kick on from Euro 2016 and do something in this World Cup, and they were my pick at the start from my own mindset. I know there was a lot of shocks, a lot of controversy surrounding this World Cup, whether it was for the good or for the bad. That again is up to a lot of people's different opinions and interpretations of how VAR was used, for example, the biggest talking point, and how that effectively changed games and spun the game on its head from one instance to another. And well, we start off with all down. I got relegated a couple of games ago. It's been a while since I've been on FIFA, but I was just, that must be Inter Valencia, is it? Oh, it is Inter Valencia. Huh. But anyways, yeah, I just felt like going back on, just see how things were, see how bad life was in FIFA, and I won my last game 4-1 against Ajax in the first half. The gentleman in question obviously was not happy with the way he was losing, and decided to take matters into his own hands. At the moment, as you can see, not off to the finest of starts, as is evident. But that's a long period, you know. But yeah, no, why not? Let's just go at this once again, just for the bants, just nothing else really to do. Always going to stick by Bologna, the team I started with on this journey, and will continue to do until, if there's ever any time I might get up to Division 1 and win, but possibly not. But yeah, wild summer, and the World Cup is now came its end, and there's a goal for Lazio. It's a quick fire game, much similar to the game I just played previously that was not streamed, the 4-1 game. I was 2-0 up after 8 minutes. They scored in the 11th minute. This instance was more in the 12th minute. So you never know, it's still open there. But yeah, it's been a while. Am I glad the World Cup's over? Yes, because don't get me wrong, love the World Cup, but no, I need club football back on a regular basis, and off the post. And of course, Celtic started their European season last week against FC Alashkert, and we play them again on Wednesday night at Celtic Park. Hopefully, we'll be there. But yeah, the World Cup is fine. It's gone for the right time. It's going to be interesting what to do with the 48-team World Cup. I can't remember if the 48 team starts for the Qatar World Cup or the USA World Cup. So I've seen that the timeline for that 2022 World Cup is going to be a lot shorter. Played within this, not even a month and a half. It's just a month. In fact, not even a month. 3 weeks looks like. So it's going to be interesting. But yeah, we're almost back into the domestic football season, and there's Messina. Could keep the shot down. But yeah, very happy that the domestic season's back. It's been a painful summer when all at the time I've been away to football, and not been able to do that. I've been working a lot and just been on a 2-week holiday at the moment from there. So it's felt like a longer summer than what it has been for being a Scottish football fan, and I hope that when the new season kick starts again. Oh, good save, and that goal's just gone squint. That's Naji Shamali. He's not going to give a free kick for that. But there's been a lot of talking points, especially the news today. Cristiano Ronaldo's having his medical Juventus ahead of the 100. Oh, for God's sakes! Oh, get it cleared. The £105 million move from Real Madrid. It's just a crazy time in football right now. Kylian Mbappe, World Cup winner at 19. People speaking about if he signs for PSG, does Neymar go out? Does Real Madrid put in a bid for Neymar? Personally, I wouldn't, because I wouldn't want that rat piece of scum on a football pitch in general, but obviously it's again personal opinion. The Premier League clubs have been making waves. Southampton have been making waves. A few big signings there on the South Coast, including my own Stuart Armstrong, who I do hope to see in person once again quite soon as the new season starts. And there's Jamali. And I was there to follow up. So yeah, World Cup's over. The thoughts of a lot of people on, especially on the likes of Brazil going out to Belgium, Germany going out in the group stages, Spain getting knocked out by Russia. It's just been topsy-turvy. It's felt like we're in a new world of football now, where just as the technology progresses into the modern game, how that is severely affecting decisions in games where teams that you think are going to win can effectively not win the game because of the review of a decision that, you know what, I feel bad. The referees have been getting them ultimately correctly on most occasions. And the thing I'll say about the VAR is the system, for me, is not flawed. The system is not flawed. The way it's handled can, to an extent, be questioned in terms of the timing that it takes for the people in the offices to come to a decision, and for the referee to make up his mind, because he wants to be perfectly sure 100% of what his decision is going to be. But the biggest criticism and draw I'll have of the whole use of the VAR is that it ultimately has not achieved initially what I thought it would, and I thought that it would mean more leeway for the referee to make his decision, come to the right call, and based on viewing the footage from what we see on the TV and from what we see in the stands, because we're always making those calls, and we're always saying, well, if the referee had seen this, he would have thought differently, or if the referee had a second chance to see that, then he'll come with the right decision. And they did. But the problem was the way the players were reacting, and the management teams on the touchline, they were behaving. You know, some there were a couple of instances where the VAR was used, and the managers were like, okay, well, must have been the right decision then. And then you get, I can't remember who it was, somebody flipped the absolute lid in one of the games. I think was it Sweden? Oh, it was somebody. Somebody went absolutely mental at the VAR. Like, you get the managers that are calling for the VAR in times where they feel, oh, that needs a second look at. But then when a decision goes against them, or the decision, the moment passed, and it's then being reviewed because the guys in the room have seen something, then immediately those managers go in the defensive. The players still surround the referee. We still haven't gone out of that habit, and I know it's a difficult habit in football to have, but when you give the referee the opportunity to look at the footage, to study it, and to see if he can make the right call, once that call's made, you should then be thinking, well, you know what? If that happened against us and the VAR was called to potentially give us a decision, then we should be happy with the referee's call there. But when it's going against you, then immediately, even after the decision is made, they're still surrounding the referee. I think it was what game was it? It was one where a penalty took so long to be taken. Was it oh, fucking hell. It might have been a Croatia game, or it might have been an England game. One of the two, with the VAR being called into use, and it was just haywire for the guys in the touchline. Just not being. I mean, even as the referee was coming off, the managers and the backroom team we're dishing out abuse to referees, and we're dishing out the verbals, and it's just, let the referee make his call, because he's going to have a second look at it, whether you like it or not. He's going to look at it, because if you were affected by that decision, you'd be calling on him to look at the VAR. Now, when it's against you, you've got to accept that, and unfortunately it was one of the failings of the Jamali. It was one of the failings of the system at the World Cup, or the use of the system. But the Premier League's not using it next season. How will that affect games? How will that, how will that affect teams who have spent so much money in the window on players? And for clubs who could be relying or could be looking at a decision to be reviewed to save them from relegation on the last day of the season, or a European spot, but they've forfeited that chance. They've forfeited that opportunity to experiment. They're going to continue with the FA Cup, I think. But you know what? Oh, Palacio. But you know what? That the VAR was being used sporadically. It wasn't being used on a consistent basis for the FA Cup, where you see it over the course of the weekend, then you go back to your domestic games, and the FA Cup games kicked off again 5 or 6 weeks later. But with this VAR, it was being used every game, every day, and I think with time the system will get better, or the use of the system will improve. But obviously the lawmakers of each of each association, each nation, if they have the ability or the opportunity to use it, they'll deliberate it amongst themselves and see whether or not they can come to terms on the agreement of that use, or just scrap the whole idea and just get on with football the way it is. But if you were to ask the referees how they felt the use of the system was, I'm pretty sure they would be more up in arms about how much easier it made life for them. Even when a decision they would make, like one of the games I remember was it Japan Senegal? Yeah, Japan Senegal. Was it Japan Senegal? Yeah, I think it was Japan Senegal. It was Senegal had a penalty. The referee gave the penalty, but then on review went against the decision he made before, because the VAR had shown that he'd made the wrong decision. And after that, everyone got on with the game. And referees, I'm sure, are not ashamed to be to be wrong in those instances where if they can re-correct the decision at that moment in time to improve the game or to continue the game in the right direction so as to a team not being unjustifiably undone by a bad decision, then surely that works out for the better. And it puts a little bit more confidence and faith in the system and from the management and from the players' perspective. But a lot of the biggest problem for me was these players continue to act the way they act and do what they do on a football pitch because not just because of the stakes, but because it's what's being bred into them, whether it's from a young age or from what they're seeing everyone else do. It's a bad habit in football that we have cheats in this game, and we have people who are on so much money a week that simply cannot take a telling when the decision has been reviewed and the referees came to his final decision based on what he saw on and based on what we saw, the exact same footage, and you simply can't go against that. So it's obviously something that's going to be needed to be given time, and the World Cup, I think, was, if anything, probably the best platform to use it on, where all eyes are watching and all the attention's on it, where everyone in the footballing world is able to assess the situation and assess how the system is being operated and how it could be operated better or more smoother. But as we come to the end of that game there, it's a defeat. Not exactly what I wanted to show us the first game playing back. I'm sure a couple of moments in that game were a little bit sceptical, but anyways, World Cup was very talkative, and it's probably been the most talkative that it's been probably since I don't know. I mean, when was the last time the World Cup had so much controversy? I mean, it's maybe had the wrong controversy in the past with things like the vuvuzelas in South Africa. Don't know what other controversies were. The ball in Africa, the I don't remember what it was called, but the ball that was made for the World Cup that simply was unplayable and shouldn't have been used at all. I don't think the 2014 World Cup had much controversy behind it, apart from Brazil getting humped by Germany. Oh no. Last time I played Shakhtar Donetsk, there's a stream up on my channel for this where I think I lost. I think it was 6-1. 6-1, 7-1, it was one. I think it was 6-1 actually. And it was at home, but here we are, we're against Shakhtar Donetsk, who kicked my ass last time. So here we go. I don't think they've probably got the same team. Here's Ismaili, I think I remember his name. And Ferreira, I remember him, he was devastating against me. Morante. And now Adam Messina. Nagy. Palacio. Blair and Jamali, how happy I am to have him. Well, had him back when I was playing more regularly. And here's Simone Verde. Oh, Piatov for the gathering. I don't know why I didn't hit that earlier with Verde. The stats have returned to the base form for the start of the game now that the overall season's finished. But I've continued to go with Palacio ahead of Destro. Here's his Palacio trying to wriggle his way through, and it's a corner for Bologna. Verde into the box. There's the head. I think Stepanenko got there first. There's Palacio and Jamali. I go for the hit. I think Jamali was the one that blocked it. There's Torresidis in the box. Verde was touching on the the shoulder of the defender there, looking to try and get in front, but just couldn't wriggle his way in. And here comes Stepanenko. Stepanenko going forward. Brilliant slide by Di Maio. No, Gonzalez, sorry. There's Palacio. Krejci. Palacio. Stepanenko. Still running with the ball there. This is Alan Patrick. I've never heard of him before. He wasn't in the team the last time I got absolutely smashed. And here it is, Ladislav Krejci. It's Krejci going in one-on-one! And Ladislav Krejci has given Bologna the lead here in Italy. A better start from it this time round than what it was before. And Piatov is beaten. Shakhtar behind. And it is 1-0 to FC Bologna. Here is Freya. Now Fred, who's just joined Manchester United, Butko. You know, one thing I would like to, well, I mean, especially with the transfer window happening a lot earlier this season for a lot of teams, well, for the English leagues. And I know it's going to be open until September for a few of the other leagues. I would like to see. I know they're not going to update the FIFA 18 as much, but you know, whatever moves are happening at the moment and have happened, I really wish that they could implement those changes so that if you're, I mean, for instance, I know Bologna have sold Simone Verdi to Napoli and Messina to Watford, and I would like to have the game on. And Nagy scored. The referee has given the goal. And what a ball that was from Verdi, just as I was speaking about how Napoli have signed him. And there's a pause here by the gentleman in question. Well, he wasn't happy with how that goal was scored, but I'm very happy with that. 2 wins from 3. I suppose we're going to go to the next match then. Yeah, I wish you could update the game so that whichever transfer happens, so in the instance of Simone Verdi and Messina now no longer in Bologna, that they would not be in this team right now, and whoever still there is, and whoever the club have signed already, would be moved into the game. Now, you don't have to bother changing player stats. Just transfer the stats, or just keep the base stats of what they were at their original club, and just move them. Just move them from team to team, based on where they've gone or where they've come in from. Just so, I mean, especially if you're gonna have people in the game that do this kind of gameplay, or like to do the road to Division 1, or you know, all those kind of things, and let them have a play about with these new players to see how they are. And I know they'll all change in FIFA 19, but just get an idea of how they can change the team or change the layout of the team to suit those new players coming in, so they've got a more clear idea of how they want to play FIFA 19, or if they're not happy with certain players having left, or the players coming in not being good enough, let them come in. Oh, not Rene Gabea. Oh. In Tep, where have I heard him from? It's Palacio. Messina. Krejci. Messina. Krejci. There's Adam Nagy. And Hauma getting the ball off there. Jan Villa. Seen him play for Rennes against Celtic at Celtic Park in the Europa League before. Oh, Nagy. Adam Nagy's going on through here. Adam Nagy. Oh, is that a penalty? Is that a penalty? What was that? Was that outside the box? I think he's... Did that happen outside the box? Oh no, it was in the box. It's a penalty. There's Rodrigo Palacio. And he Paninkas it in. And Bologna are a goal to the good. That's Etienne. Not one for usually doing these kind of penalties, but I thought the opportunity was there to be a little bit cheeky, be a little bit more adventurous. And it is Saint Etienne 0, Bologna 1. There's Mateo Debussy. Cabella. Beric. Now Nagy. Brilliant run from Nagy going forward there to win that penalty in the first place. Defensive midfielder, but explosive on his runs going forward and very effective from an attacking sense with shooting from long range. There's Silva. Now in tip. Chalney. Beric. Alan Villa. Cabella. Huma. Into the box. Oh, and the danger's not clear there. The hell. It's one thing I don't miss about playing FIFA 18 is the awkward gameplay. It happens 9 times out of 10. But here's Palacio going through, and Ruffier came out to collect as quick as he possibly could. Off his line in a flash. The Frenchman, who probably had a few vinos last night celebrating the France World Cup win. Ruffier. Chalney. Intep. Oh, brilliant skill there from Intep. And he's got away from Gonzalez there. Away from Di Maio as well. And this is not going to look good for me. Oh, saved by Mirante. Alex Mirante making the save. I've got an injury. Blerem Jamali is injured in that build up. And there's the goal for Saint Etienne. It's Beric who got in the front. And it's 1-1 here in France. Now we have to restart again. Palacio. And that's going to go... Oh, well, that would have went out if it was real life, but kept in well by Mateo Debussy. That's something you could say when he was playing for Arsenal most of the time. There's Debussy again. Nagy. Palacio. Jamali. Looks to have recovered, and here's Poli. Andrea Poli. Oh, ran straight into the danger there. But Nagy now. Palacio. Tackled, but no free kick given. Fair challenge by the Saint Etienne defender. There's Chalney. Now Jan and Villa. The referee gives a free kick there. I don't know if that was anything even close to being a foul, but the referee has made his decision. There's Neven Subotic. Christ, totally forgot he was playing in France. Now, and there's a chance! And Tep couldn't get the header in. Thanks to Vasilis Torresidis. And here's Simone Verdi. Now Poli. Looking at options in front of him. Oh, brilliant pass. Found Palacio, but Defending was tight there at the back for St Etienne, and Polly's going for the corker from distance. He can't keep it down like he usually does. Oh, for God's sakes. Oh, Krejci could be chasing that. Oh. No. Take two didn't go well there. Looks like we're edging ever closer to a stalemate at the break, unless there could be something to happen in the next 5 minutes or so. Here's Ladislav Krejci, sees Andrea Polly. Polly gets by the defender, needs to cut back and wins the corner from the block by Neven Subotic. Verdi whipping the ball in. It's not falling for a Bologna player well enough, and it's cleared by St Etienne. And here's Remy Cabella, the former Newcastle man, trying to play it on to the goal scorer Beric, and dealt with well by Adam Nagy. Krejci, Palacio, Verdi, just actually Jamali. It's Bledum Jamali! Good hit by Jamali, and well saved by Sebastian Ruffier. Did excellent there. May have wanted to keep it down a little bit lower for the next time, but good effort nonetheless. Verdi in, Di Maio, and it's a simple gather for the French goalkeeper as we enter the stoppage time at the end of this first half. For some reason Vasilis Torresidis is on the left side of the pitch at the moment, but for some reason the game I hadn't been streaming before earlier today, he scored a corker from distance, and I was like, why are you up there, mate? Oh, Krejci, actually that's Palacio. What was I saying? I know! What on absolute earth? I don't know why he did just throw himself at that header, but Rufy hit the stretch to get that ball cleared away from the corner of the goal. Half time at the moment, St Etienne 1, Bologna 1. So we enter the second period of the game, with both teams kick-starting as they did from the offset. Jamali, Polly. We saw the run of Torresidis, but didn't get the ball lifted as high as he wanted there in that short distance. And Gonzalez, oh, and dealt with well by the defender there to stop Nagy from being able to latch on to that. Remy Cabella, Krejci, and then Yaron Villa catching that. Di Maio, Krejci, Palacio, Jamali, and a little further deflection there for the defender, but gathered up by Rufy anyways. And when Jamali, oh, he should have hit the target there. Bledum Jamali, a little bit of a cock up at the back for St Etienne. Defensively allowed Verdi and Jamali to work that line. And there's Beric off the shoulder of Gonzalez, and in the box for Remy Cabella, but defended well by Di Maio. It is Palacio. Cabella. Shalney. Oh, brilliant skill there by Beric to break the line, and Torresidis has fouled him, last man, and I think that will mean that Torresidis has gone into the referee's book for a last man challenge and a red card as Hamuma steps over this free kick. Saved by Mirante, and Bologna are down to 10 for the remaining half an hour of this game. Good height for Mirante to parry that away, but now there's that burst of pace going on the right hand side for Bologna. Corner at the box. Jan and Villa didn't go for the hit. Bologna have a player down in the box. The referee's elected to allow play to continue, and rightfully so, up to the team to ensure that the ball goes out once they regain possession of it. Here's Rodrigo Palacio. Palacio still going. Here's Verdi, got a knock as well. He must have been the one in question to get the knock. Polly goes to the strike, and Ruffier with the save. And a change is going to be made momentarily. Godfrey Donsas came on for Andrea Polly. Verdi into the box. Nagy, is it still there for Nagy? Verdi. Palacio trying to latch onto that, and Subotic didn't give him the room to work that space in the box. And Beric is trying to latch onto that. Shimali. Oh, Nagy's giving it away there. Remy Cabella. And I think offside was given against Beric originally. And we'll have an opportunity to try and shift this about. Where's my... Oh shit, I tried to hurry back. Oh, bollocks. Oh shit. Oh, for God's sakes. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, it sucks. Oh, let's go back. Oh, Francesco Di Francesco is going to come on for, I think it was De Maio he came on for. Palacio. Is Palacio still going? Palacio. Oh. And there's a chance! Oh, what on earth is the game doing there? Why did he swing his foot out first? Clear as day, open goal chance. And it's bloody game. Here's Verdi. Simone Verdi! Oh, just over the bar from Simone Verdi. On Beric. Fenner goes down. Gonzalez, and a bit of pressure there from Beric. He's been the star man for Saint Etienne. Perrin out to Debussy. Jan and Villa. Verdi. There's Nagy now. Adam Nagy. Nagy's going. He's got the pace here. Adam Nagy. Oh, he's square across. He tried to, but maybe that instance he should have just gone for the swing. Francesco. Now it's Nagy. Trying to get through now, and it's just decision making is not working out here for Bologna at the moment. There's Beric. No, this is Kevin Monepake. And Saint Etienne have a chance, and Mirante saved it there. I think it was Remy Cabella on the edge of the box, whose opportunity was saved by the Italian. into the box. Easy catch for Morante. And now can we get the quick break out here? There's Adam Messina. Messina's going. He's still going, Messina. Krejci. And Jamali is in here. Jamali! Oh, why did I hit it? 2-2-1 there. God's sakes. As we enter the 90th minute now, it's looking ever so sketchy from either side. Free kick to Saint Etienne with 2 minutes of additional time, and Hamouma is going to stand over this. Oh, just narrowly over the bar from Hamouma, and that is all she wrote at full time. It has finished here in France. Saint Etienne 1, Bologna 1. Now, I know there's point in that game. I don't really think much else could have been said, but 1 or 2 chances I could have possibly taken a bit better. I think one more match just to close the day's proceedings after one of the earlier quits. Oh, not Fenerbahce. I hate playing Fenerbahce. They too also have some very talented players in their setup. And here we go, at home against Fenerbahce. Morante. Gonzalez. Nagy. There's Soldado, my Christ! Early opportunity for Roberto Soldado. Didn't even realise he was playing for Fenerbahce. I thought he was at Valencia. It's Kamenai. Oh my god, Mehmet Topal. Martin Skirtle. Souza. Valbuena. Gonzalez. Messina. Krejci. Poli. And Palacio has broken the line there. Palacio, and it could be Poli! Oh, he overhit it. It's just not been falling for Andrea Poli in most circumstances. Owen! It could be Krejci! Oh, he should have hit that in. Should be 1-0 to Bologna. Now the chance could be going out at the end. Soldado trying to use his strength to hold off Di Maio, but a very, very tame, lacklustre effort from distance from Roberto Soldado. Dramali. Nagy. Pauly. Palacio. Oh, Dramali could be in here! Kamena came out brave. And another close chance for Bologna. And there's the break for Fenerbahce. That should be a goal kick, but it's a corner somehow. Palacio. There's Krejci. Vladislav Krejci going all on here, but he's got no support with him. Tries to get that ball in the box, and it went there. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing there, for God's sakes. There's Torres. Player down. Oh, and there's an effort by Souza going out. I don't know who the injury is for. Oh, for Torres. Verde. Palacio. There's Souza. Janssen. Sure, that's the guy who played for Spurs for a season. At the same from Holland. Oh, and the save by Mirante. Fluster save from Mirante. I think he could have caught that a little bit better. Okay. That's risky defending. I don't know why the game has done that. There's Krejci. Looking for some movement going forward. I don't have it. Gulano. Oh, there's the 360 not coming to any real effect there, and here is Verde. Torres. Vasilis Torres has already scored this afternoon, and he scores once again. Vasilis Torres has given Bologna the lead in this first half against Fenerbahce. And Kameni could do nothing to stop the right back from putting that ball into the back of the net. And the Nigerian just having to watch that ball go by. It's Bologna 1, Fenerbahce 0. Now Krejci. Moving forward here, Krejci's got the legs. Has he got somebody in the box? Not yet, but now he has! Oh, it's just come off the post from Dramali. Pulsating moments in this game. Close to the end of the first half, and then Fenerbahce have a chance to move forward. Here's Potuk. Now Souza. Still Souza. But Pauly got in front of him there. Heavy touch from Verdi, but he got the ball under control. Now here's Adam Nagy going forward. Still Nagy. Eventually challenged. And there's a chance. And there is a goal from Vincent Janssen. 1-1. And I don't think there's ever a time in this game I can ever play a 90-minute online match without conceding a goal at one stage or another. The only clean sheets I can get is when somebody rage quits. And I don't know what on earth is going on here. Just get the ball out. Brilliant control by Jamali. And half time. Certainly not the certainly not the end of the first half I wanted, despite the goal being scored by Vasilis Tordesidis. But at the Stadio dell'Ara, it is Bologna 1, Fenerbahce 1. Krejci. Jamali. Palacio. Polly. Oh, Palacio could be in here. Just a straight and narrow shot in the heart of the defence there. Couldn't wrap his feet around that. Palacio. Oh, sure, it's got to be a free kick. What? Well, can I call VAR on that? Oh no. Di Maio. Here's Verdi. Simone Verdi. It's Verdi. Oh, and Jamali could be there. Oh, for God's sakes! Oh, of course, the one time I've ever seen a back heel like that happen in a game and it doesn't go in for me. Here's Krejci. Messina. Trying not to say the S word. The word that I think we all know what that is. Not the swear, but the FIFA swear. Other definition of it is for a line of dialogue or a piece of story written into the game. Verdi. Simone Verdi. Still Verdi. Still Verdi! I think Skirtle got the block there at the end. And Verdi's going to just jog on down and get that corner taken. Oh, there's a chance! And the referee has given offside. I don't know you could give offside when... Well, I mean, the header was so quick and sudden. How could the referee tell if anyone was offside or not there? The whole box was grouped. But what a chance, though. I think Tordesidis was the one who got the header. But now Messina, positive start in the second half though from Bologna. Here's Adam Messina. It's still Adam Messina. It's Messina. Surely it's going to be two. It's Bledem Jamali, and it is not the most conventional ways I would like to have scored. But promotion is up for grabs with every point gained. And Bledem Jamali is not letting that chance pass him by. Brilliant pace from Adam Messina. No foul on Mehmet Topal there. I don't know why he would go down. But Bledem Jamali, the Swiss maestro in midfield, gets the game back into the favour of the Italians. And immediately almost an equalising goal. And the one thing I've not missed about this game is the quick arcadey-like moments where something happens and immediately you can't even defend or regain possession in order to keep your lead. You just have to watch what happens despite the amount of buttons you press. Because on another day that would have been a goal. right from the from the restart. Now Jamali, Verdi leaning back, Palacio. Here's Jamali again. Jamali, could he make it? 3, he does! Blenheim Jamali. Got the better of Carlos Idris Kameni, Martin Skirtle and co. And with 2 goals in 7 minutes, Jamali has given Bologna somewhat of a comfort lead, and a free kick goes to Fenerbahce, which Soldado takes immediately. Here's Janssen, here's Giuliano, and that's going to be a goal for Fenerbahce. Like I said, the quick restart glitch has affected me unfrickin' real, honestly. Unfrickin' real. It's Bologna 3, Fenerbahce 2. Palacio. Palacio! Oh, that is just simply stunning from Rodrigo Palacio. He was just standing, and that ball went beyond Martin Skirtle, beyond Carlos Kameni, and a 2-goal advantage has been restored. And Aitif Shashiu has come on for Potuk, and hopefully I can defend from the kick-off again. Here's Ila in the box. Mirante palms it out of danger. Can Palacio get the head on? He does. And now Verdi on his bike. Simone Verdi still trying to go. Here's Jamali though. Here's Polly. It's still Polly. It's a free kick. Skirtle with a challenge. Surely a booking for the former Liverpool man. Had to be. Surely a yellow card. It is a yellow card for Martin Skirtle. And Verdi with a free kick. Free kick's not a speciality of mine in this game. Oh, it's gone in though! Simone Verdi increases the lead by 3. It is 5-2 now here at the Talara. Well, I wonder. Oh, Kameni won't be happy with how that was dealt, and Simone Verdi is credited with a goal nonetheless. Valbuena is now coming off, and Mehmet Ekici will see out the final 10 or 15 minutes of this game. Jamali, Naji, Messina, Polly, Palacio. Here's Naji, gonna go for the hit from distance. He did, but Skirtle kept in, even though it was never going in. Well, never going anywhere near. McCritchy! Oh, he's hit the post. I thought, didn't notice it. Took a deflection or a save. Verdi in, and cleared away off the line. Here's Vasilis Torresidis. Here's Polly. Could he get a second chance? And there's Palacio! Oh, and he's pressed. Oh, I've been in those situations before you are mashing buttons and then your keeper gets it and you've accidentally pressed triangle beforehand and he just drops the ball. Palacio. Is Jamal going to get a hat-trick? Perhaps not. Torresidis, and that's never a free kick. Never a free kick. But somehow the wrong player was activated there when trying to run for that ball. And a corner for Fenerbahce is The time ticks on. Mirante goes out. There's Caladream. And of course there is a third goal for Fenerbahce. It's Giuliano for the second. This game just never shocks and surprises you with how goals can be scored. There's Jamali. Verdi. Simone Verdi. Deflected there. It's going to be a corner. Despite Krejci's best efforts to keep that ball in. Verdi. Headed to goal. And there's Palacio. Should he have scored? Possibly. But also, fortunately, the chance has not cost the game in any way at all. And here is Sheshoshi. And there's a chance there for a fourth. And they've sent the goalkeeper up. Mirante's caught it. Krejci. Polly. There's Palacio. And I'm not going to get the chance to hit it from distance, but final score is Bologna 5, Fenerbahce 3. Unfortunately, that does mean I will stave off relegation so long as I can get another point, at least. But with 5 games to go, 6 to get the promotion, 9 to get me the title, I feel a bit confident, but I feel like that's for a different day. And I think we'll round it off there. It's been a while since I've done this. I don't know if I will be going back to doing this again, but anytime soon. We'll see if like. Certainly wasn't. It was memorable to get kick-started with Bologna again. Certainly wasn't fun in its entirety. There were some things that happened, but you know that's what's going to happen when you're playing this game. But I do tell you what, when FIFA 19 does come out, I'll no doubt be starting at Bologna journey to Division 1. But anyways, that is that. If I do come back, might be tomorrow, certainly won't be tonight, but enjoy that. Just the usual, leave a like, a comment, subscribe, and I'll go back to playing games that I do get enjoyment and pleasure out of doing, which unfortunately FIFA 18, except for the World Cup mode. I'll give you that. Your World Cup mode, I did enjoy that, despite getting beat getting beat all the time by teams that should never have been playing against Scotland. But anyways, it's been your boy for life _1992, and I will see you all later at some stage or another. Anyways,